folks. How you doing? This is Wayne S. Pierce for the American Liberty Radio Network, AmericanLibertyRadio.com, and I'm trying to adjust some sounds here, so be patient. Yeah, every once in a while. Gets a little tweaked. Anywho, I've got some exclusive audio that I picked up, and it really, kind of shows really the mentality of the Clinton supporters. I mean, after the loss, when you lose a game, you're kind of emotional, right? I mean, seriously, you guys remember that, right? Yeah, here's the exclusive piece of audio I received. Now, you're going to hear the crowd first, so here it is. Just listen to this. And the crowd there, and then listen to this. Now, you see, it's like they lost, okay? I mean, so what? Big deal, that was a piece that I got from all the protesting that's going on, okay? So, I mean, it really just shows the mentality of the Clinton supporters, doesn't it? I like to be satirical every once in a while, so I'm just, hey, come on, give me a break. How y'all doing? It's always good to have coffee, no matter what time of day it is. So anyway, hey, you can check me out here on Spreaker.com at American Liberty Radio. On Spreaker. See, I got so much going on in my head right now that I need caffeine to kind of make it all, kind of level out. Anyway. Anyway, folks. Yeah, you can go to American Liberty Radio on Spreaker. Check things out there. Check out some of the past podcasts. What I do every so often is I delete a whole batch of them. So if you've got some that you've downloaded, awesome, thank you. And for those that want to download them, you better get them while they last, because here coming up on January 1st, I'm going to be deleting a whole bunch of other ones too, okay? Because, just because. So anyway. So I just wanted to give you that heads up as well, so you can go to American Liberty Radio on Spreaker.com. You can also go to the website, AmericanLibertyRadio.com. And the one thing that I want to address here is, by the way, just FYI, I'm not going to the break at the 5 after mark. I usually do. Because, but I'm not. Things are changing all around the network, so if you want to get in on the ground floor of the remodel of the network and upgrade the studio and all of the equipment that we desperately need to get more information out to you, to be able to get the information out to you through this platform of Spreaker.com and also into the airwaves of the interwebs around the world. Consider contributing to the American Liberty Radio Network if you would, please. Thank you. Go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Go to the sponsors page. I am looking for local advertisers here in the Billings, Montana, Laurel area. So if you're one of those that just wants to, support local radio, and I would appreciate it very much, and it's a win-win situation for both of us. So go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com, go to the sponsors page. All of the information you need is right there. And that special is being run till January 1st. So there you go. All the information's on the page. AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Go to the sponsors page, and it's right there. If you have any questions, email me. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. Thank you. Also, more coffee. I love coffee. Also, folks, I do voiceover work, so if you need something done, please let me know. Yes. Please let me know. I am for hire. There's a going rate for voiceover work, so whatever it is you've been paying, yes. But I'm pretty reasonable, so I'm I can work things out because, that's how I am. Okay, so if you have any questions about that as well, please email me at Eastland, I have a new address where you can reach me for that. Yes, I have a new email address if you want to reach me to do voiceover work for you. It is at New West Theater at USA.com. New West, more coffee, folks. Just give me an IV of coffee and I'm fine. Didn't get much sleep last night, that's why. New West Theater Radio. New West Radio Theater, one of those two. Let me give you an address. I know, it's just busy, folks. I've been so busy, I haven't really had that much sleep, and I've been researching, and I've been doing all that, So here's an email address. Just send it to this one. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. If you want me to do some voiceover work for you, I won't be as scatterbrained as I am right now. So I didn't get much sleep, folks. So anyway, that's why I'm having coffee. You know what I'm saying there? All right. Hey, there. Right on there. Anywho, let's go on to get some news before I go rambling on something else. Folks, yes, go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com, go to the sponsors page. Also, if you have any questions or want to hire me for voiceover work, email me at AmericanLibertyRadio at USA.com, AmericanLibertyRadio at USA.com. Go to American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. That's where you'll find most of the posts for this show. Thank you very much. So on with the show. Can I just do the clapper and do take two? I don't know, folks. So anyway, somebody wrote, in this racist country, we have these riots that are breaking out everywhere because Trump was elected. Pale in comparison to the riots we had in 2008 and 2012 when the first African-American president was elected and then reelected. If I'm not mistaken, there were so many... What? There were no riots? But we're all racist, aren't we? There had to be, no? How interesting. Well, never mind then. Have a nice day. That was from... someone on my Facebook friends list. So, yes. Yes, folks. I have to admit, and I'm going to put this out here. I have to admit that, yes, in my younger days when I was just totally dumber than a freaking rock, I had no idea that there was a problem. Nowadays, now that I'm older in my years, I can see why the problem still exists. With me, to me, it doesn't matter. Skin color, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're a human being. Hello, let me shake your hand, take you to lunch. Hello. It doesn't matter to me. Right? Let me go to my page. I wrote something that I think would kind of clear up what I'm trying to say as soon as I find it. You can go to Wayne S. Pierce on Facebook. That would be moi. That's yours truly. I did post something. And it is important to understand that each individual that you meet is a human being. I don't care if you are walking down the street and you see a veteran, if you're in a coffee shop, if you're in a restaurant, every person you meet is a human being. Some are not so nice, some are excellent. So, yeah, yeah. So, I said here, do you think for 1 minute your opinion matters? Let me break this down for you. Yes, it does to you. Does it bother you so much that when someone disagrees with you, that you would stoop so low as to wish or perpetrate harm on them? We've thought about that, right? You're not only a dumbass, you're a pathetic human being on top of that. And then all those three things that I just said are directed in the direction of hardcore leftist, Marxist, communist liberals. I know that's a contradiction in terms, that are out there crying and throwing tantrums because Hillary Clinton didn't win. Okay? That right there. That's okay. I'm breaking this down for you. This is what I wrote this morning. Where did you go to school? A liberal university? Obviously. Here's what I say. It doesn't matter what your skin color is, what your sexual orientation is, what you classify yourself as. You're a human being, and that's all that matters to me. But if you think your opinion is more accurate than another person's, and if you don't agree, and if they don't agree with you, does that mean you're going to hurt them? You're a special kind of stupid, aren't you? I make no apologies for what I say. And that's true. I do not make any apologies for what I say. Because number one, I am not politically correct. All right? There's a meme up there, and I think I have it on my page. I'm patriotically correct. That's just the way it is, folks. I don't sit here pretending that I know everything because I don't. I'll be the first in line to admit that I don't. I'd be bored because there wouldn't be anything else to learn. But the facts are the facts, and they're right there in front of you. And these Hillary supporters and these Sanders supporters and these communist, liberal, Marxist, fascist bullcrap artists out there that are funded by George Soros. Did you notice how all the signs are nice, and printed and all? It's funded by George Soros, and he's putting these protests together all over the country, in San Francisco and in Seattle and in Oakland and New York, all over the place, in Texas. Yeah, George Soros is funding that. Why? It's not going to matter. It's not like Donald Trump's going to go, oh, well, I can't go be president because people are protesting and they don't like me, so, I'm going to go home now. I'm going to go back to, Key Largo and go run my businesses. It's not going to happen, folks. Hey, protesters. You see the rock you just kicked? Yeah. Oops, your brain fell out of your head. I'm going to say this to all my friends in California. Sorry, I just went into an accent there. Sorry. Yeah, man. I'm going to tell all my friends there in California. You know what I'm saying there? I'm going to talk directly to you, all right? All right. Anyway, enough of that. My friends in California, or the ones in California that I have talked to recently on Facebook, let me correct myself. They've posted on Facebook. I have not talked to them personally. They have posted their disagreement with the election. They posted their opinion about the election and about the president-elect Donald Trump. They say that he's going to be the worst president in the country. He's going to be, worse than Obama, worse than Bush, worse than, I don't know, name some. I'm going to tell my friends in California two things real quick, and then I'll get on with the news. First of all, I grew up in Stockton, California, born and raised right there in that little hamlet of a town, Stockton, California. And I can tell you right now from my own experiences and from my observations that city, pardon my French, folks, that city is a shithole, okay? That's just the way it is. Now, we went back there, myself and my significant other went back there in 2009, 2010 and all that. We were looking around and then, my folks made their transition from this world to the next. And so we thought about moving there, to take care of the houses and stuff like that. And we're going, no freaking way. We drove around the town. I kind of, took her around and showed her where I grew up and what neighborhood I hung out in and downtown and what pool hall I went to when I was younger and all this, just hanging out, right? We both looked at one another after driving around. We're going, screw this. We don't want to live here. So, and at that time we were living in Reno, Nevada. So, we weren't that far away. So we could just drive, 3 hours away and there it was. But no, we decided, no, we're not living in Stockton. It's a crap hole. Why would I want to do that, right? So anyway, and here I am in Billings, Montana, a whole lot better place than Reno, Nevada. So I'm going to tell my friends in California, specifically in Stockton, I got cousins and family and people around in that area. I want to, first of all, encourage you to at least consider moving out of the state. Washington, Oregon, California, and Nevada are now communist states because they have been taken over by corporations. They are done, folks. They're done. These states that you might think are wonderful states are now been flushed down the toilet. Again, I was born and raised in Stockton, California. So there we go. I know Stockton like the back of my freaking hand. I can take you places and go, you don't want to be here even during the day. Okay. There's places like that in Stockton. Believe me, I've been there. I know the downtown area pretty damn well, okay? Been to the courthouse many times. But anyway, here we are in 2016. And I'm going to tell my California friends and family one other thing. Not only do I encourage you and suggest that you, extricate yourself from that piece of crap, but I want to highly suggest that you consider venturing off into another part of the United States. Now, I'm going to be biased here and say Montana's pretty damn good, but we do have our problems. I'm a native Californian, and I'll always tell you I'm from California. But I'm here, and this is my home, Billings, Montana. So as far as that's concerned, at least consider getting out of the state. Okay, because it's if I had a sound effect for a toilet flushing, I would use it because that's California, Oregon, Washington, and Nevada. Done. And if you look at the precincts and look at the counties that voted, guess what? How the hell did they lose? How did the Democrats take over those 4 states? You look at the statistics of each county and each district that voted. How in the hell did the Democrats and the Marxists and the communists and all these frickin' liberals take over these states? Huh? God. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to go to break. I'll be back. Jeez, I'll start ranting and you won't like it. But anyway, I'm going to go to break. This is American Liberty Radio Network, American Liberty Radio on Spreaker, American Liberty Radio Network, AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Don't say you haven't been warned. Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker. DistortedReality.podbean.com and Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on American Liberty Radio Network. Sharing the truth one fact at a time without all the BS. American Liberty Radio Network. AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Welcome back to the American Liberty Radio Network right here on Spreaker.com and also on AmericanLibertyRadio.com. How are you? Hey, am I too loud? Because I'm looking at the metering over here and it's like almost pegging out, man. So let me just like step back from the microphone a little bit, all right? You know, yeah, I can get loud. How are you? Yes. Hey, if you need some voiceover work done, that's what I do. Hey, contact me. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. I do voiceover work. If you'd like that done for you, I can do that. All right. So there you go. Let's get to some news. Enough of me ranting, enough of me I do want to say this. I want to give a rave. I don't want to rant all the time. I think that's kind of ridiculous. But let me give a rave. Let me give some props out, okay? I mean, I appreciate the fact that somebody believes in something and they're going to fight for it. I do, okay? So I understand that whole dynamic, all right? All right, so my props go out to, I'm going to say it, Hillary Clinton, because she believed in something and fought for it, lost her ass, but fought for it. So I respect that. So, there you go. So a little props, not bad. Communist illegals protest Trump in Austin, Texas. That's what I wanted to tell you. I got a cousin that lives in Texas. He's not that far from the border. This was posted by Infowars.com, 10th of November, 2016. Communist illegals protest Trump in Austin, Texas. Liberal college students gathered downtown to oppose America's choice for president. You know what? Yeah. I'm just going to leave that right there on the American Liberty Radio Network Facebook page, and I'm going to let you take a gander at that. All right, I'm just, it's, oh, God, these people are a special kind of stupid. That's what they are. And, let me go here because I wanted to mention this yesterday on the podcast, but I didn't. But I want to mention it today because for some reason when I think about something, it freaking happens. I don't know what it is. Christians, hey, I love you guys. Christians, hi, how you doing? Hope your day's going well. Problem is, there's a problem within your community, okay? And this is what it is. You guys are just as bad as the Islamic jihadists. Yes, I said it. You're not going to get politically correct terms on this show. I'm going to upset you. Yes. I'm going to offend you. Yes. I'm an equal opportunity offender. So, hey, I go all around the board and piss everybody off, all right? So, anyway, Christians, why the hell do you want a Christian nation when this nation was not even founded on Christian principles? You know what it was founded on? The fact that everybody can get along. And the amendments, the 10 amendments that were that are in the Constitution, were there because there was too much power given or too much power that was assumed by the leaders. And somebody came in and went, yo, dudes, man, we can't do this. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of switched up a little bit. I'm just, being jovial because if I, am serious and get really down and dirty with you guys, you'd hate me. But I'm trying to be funny and a little jovial at the same time. Gallows humor is what it's called. So, somebody came into the mix and said, hey, wait a minute, hold on, time out, let's take a look at this. And so they did. Okay. And they fixed it to where now your rights, my rights, the guy next door, his rights, the woman down the street walking her baby in a stroller have protected rights. The government didn't give us our rights, so get that out of your head. Okay? And our rights are protected. Okay? The powers that be prior to the ratification of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights of the United States of America on 15th of December, 1791, was they wanted complete and total control over everyone. This is what it is, okay? But somebody, thank goodness, had a brain and some common sense and convinced the others, wait a minute, we can't do this, okay? It's like, thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? So Christians, get your head out of your butt. You will not ever have a completely Christian nation. You're not going to have a Christian president. You're not going to have a Christian Congress. That's House and the Senate. You're not going to have Christian leaders in your states. You're not going to have it. You're not going to have it. Why? Because when people in that type of situation, when people in leadership positions have too much power, they become, repeat after me, tyrannical. Okay, so you're no better than the Islamic jihadists that want to Islamify the rest of the world, okay? I said it, I don't back down, and I make no apologies, okay? So you better start thinking correctly, accurately, honestly, truthfully, and use a little freaking common sense, will you? I love you all, but you guys have been deluded into believing the Rothschilds, Rockefeller Foundation, and all of that over the last 70 or 80 years. Because how do you think you got a nonprofit status without help from the Rockefeller Foundation or the Rothschilds or, some other little itty-bitty foundation that was a special interest group to the federal government or some type of lobbyist to the government? Huh? How do you think you got that nonprofit status? It just didn't fall out of the sky into your lap, did it? No. So get your head out of your butts, get some brain cells activated in there, drink some Red Bull or something, I don't know, and use some freaking common sense. All right? It's not going to happen, okay? You're not going to have a completely Christian United States of America. It's not going to happen. By the way, I've done some very deep research in the book of Revelations. I'll talk about that later in another podcast. Okay, so seriously. But anyway, let's get on with some news, shall we? Yes, let's do that. I am the last one. Anyway. So anywho. Hey, if you're downloading this show, I want to thank you. Appreciate that. If you're criticizing this show, I want to thank you because more of your people are coming to listen to what I have to say. So thank you very much. I love the listeners. So anyway, I'm going to play some music here in about 10 seconds. So if you want to take a break and put in your own stuff, that's fine. So here's some music. I'll be right back after this. American Liberty Radio Network, AmericanLibertyRadio.com. sharing the truth one fact at a time without all the BS. American Liberty Radio Network. AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to the American Liberty Radio Network right here on Spreaker.com and at AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Appreciate that very much. Yes, more news that you can use and get pissed off about. Isn't that always the case? Soros-sponsored social justice warriors besiege Trump Tower, screaming F Donald Trump, yelling not my president, chanting pussy grabs back, and burning the American flag. Hey, why don't we round these jackasses up and throw them out of the country? Okay, I'm wondering, folks, can we do that? Can we absolutely do that? Because these are total jerk-offs that just can't freaking stand the fact that, well, they don't get their stuff for free. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is also on Zero Hedge. If you want to go there, it's also on American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. Seemingly unwilling to accept the results of the Democratic selection of the nation's leader for the next 4 years, hundreds of grieving Hillary Clinton supporters, egged on by George Soros's MoveOn.org, are laying siege to Trump Tower in New York City, screaming F Donald Trump, yelling, not my president, chanting pussy grabs back, and burning the American flag. It appears these young millennials, that's a word you need to look up, are just the kind of deplorables this country should be proud of. As NBC's Katie Tur exclaimed, quote, it's surreal in New York City. People are walking around like zombies with 1,000-yard stares, unquote. MoveOn.org released a following press release Wednesday afternoon. Quote, Americans to come together in hundreds. This is what MoveOn.org, Soros-funded organization, has said. Quote, Americans to come together in hundreds peaceful gatherings of solidarity, resistance, and resolve following election results. Hundreds of Americans, dozens of organizations together peacefully outside the White House and in cities and towns nationwide to take a continued stand against misogyny, racism, Islamophobia, and xenophobia. I don't even think the millennials know what the hell those words mean. Continuing, tonight, thousands of Americans will come together at hundreds of peaceful gatherings in cities and towns across the nation, including outside the White House, following the results of Tuesday's presidential election. Peaceful? Peaceful gatherings? Continuing, the gatherings organized by MoveOn.org and allies will affirm a continued rejection of Donald Trump's bigotry, xenophobia, Islamophobia, and misogyny, and demonstrate our resolve to fight together for the America we still believe is possible. Yeah, a completely, totally collapsed, fundamentally transformed United States of America, which is nothing more than a communist country in a third world shithole, okay? Within 2 hours of the call to action, MoveOn members had created more than 200 gatherings nationwide, with the number continuing to grow on Wednesday afternoon. Okay? What? Hundreds of peaceful gatherings of solidarity, resistance, and resolve nationwide. When and where, find local, blah, 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 all that. I'm not going to give them any more credit than it's due. Quote, this is a disaster. We fought our hearts out to avert this reality, but now it's here, unquote. MoveOn.org staff wrote to members on Wednesday, quote, the new president-elect and many of his most prominent supporters have targeted, demeaned, and threatened millions of us and millions of our friends, family, and loved ones. Both chambers of Congress remain in Republican hands. We are entering an era of profound and unprecedented challenge, a time of danger for our communities and our country. In this moment, we have to take care of ourselves, our families, our friends, especially those of us who are on the front lines facing hate, including Latinos, women, immigrants, refugees, black people, Muslims, LGBT Americans, and so many more others. And we need to make it clear that we will continue to stand together, unquote. I'm putting, did I already put that up there? Yeah, I did. So there it is. Yeah, it's weird. Have you guys, I'm going to ask a little Facebook question here. Have you guys got a page and some other pages that you put stuff on and it doesn't show up right away when you post it? Can you say censorship? That's on American Liberty Radio Network Facebook page. Folks, I'm going to say this and I'm going to make this very, very clear. These protesters, these androgynous, safe space, anti-gun, anti-Trump, anti-American protesters. Yes, I said it. I'm politically incorrect, folks. I'm patriotically correct, okay? These people are the dumbest freaking people on the planet. And I am done with them. Pack your crap and get the hell out. North Korea, Mexico, Russia, Venezuela, China, I'm sure they'd love your citizenship. Now pack your shit and get the hell out of here. Pardon my French, but I'm pissed off at these people. Let me ask you something, you mere measly pea-brained I can go on and give you words and label you all you want, but I'm going to add one label on you that just sums you all up. Dumbasses, okay? Let me ask you dumbasses this. What do you think this is going to prove? It's not like Donald Trump is going to come to Trump Towers and say, okay, I quit. You guys vote your own president in. It's not like he's going to do that. So why don't you guys just shut your damn mouths, pack up your signs, tell George Soros to kiss your ass because you've been played like a fool from day one, dumbasses. Do you understand what's going on? Do your brain cells really work? Or are you too indoctrinated with Marxist, leftist, globalist bullcrap that you can't see past your own damn nose? Okay? Good question, isn't it? Yeah. That's my message to you freaking people that absolutely do not know what the hell you're doing and that you're being played from day one. And here's another dumbass. Oh, this is Point Out the Dumbass Day, apparently. This is the 10th of November 2016. I'm going to put this up there because I want you to see this. Butthurt singer Katy Perry just called for a revolution on Twitter. People wouldn't even bother to vote for Hillary, so the only way they'd have a revolution over her is if she was placed illegally in the White House. This is from the Daily Sheeple. Okay, singer Katy Perry is not happy at all with her Queen Hillary loss. Not only has she blacked out her entire profile on Twitter, but she is now calling for people to, quote-unquote, fight for what is right, and warning, quote, the revolution is coming, unquote, because, quote, this is Katy Perry saying this, we are not a nation that will let hate lead us, unquote, something that should have been apparent when Hillary lost, but whatever. I'm going to put that up there and let you read the rest of that, man. It's not that much. I'm going to put that up. Folks, I'm flabbergasted. I mean, seriously, folks, what the hell are you people thinking? Here we are, we're at the brink. We're just at the very edge of America collapsing, and we get a president in there that is hopefully putting on the brakes of all this stuff from what happened in the last 8 years. Hopefully. I mean, really, hopefully. And you got people out there protesting for what? What are they protesting for? What are they protesting for? I mean, I can understand protesting high prices at the grocery store. You just don't shop there, you go elsewhere. I can understand protesting a network for canceling your show. I can understand that. That's the okay. I can understand. I get that. I understand that. It's good. You people, I'm good with that. Fine. Okay. But to go out and get played by a Nazi sympathizer by the name of George Soros, who bought your signs, who called you to action to protest outside of places in Oakland and San Francisco and Portland, Oregon and New York City. You're being played, folks. You're being played. You're a chess piece on his board. Move it around a little bit more. You're being freaking played. Okay? I feel sorry for you because I know you have a brain in your head to figure this one out, but obviously you've hit your head somewhere and you can't figure this out. So I'm going to help you figure it out. You've been played, okay? You're a pawn, okay? I'm just pointing this out to you so that you know. Hey everybody, it's Point Out the Dumbass Day. You know what I'm saying? And the people listening to this overseas are laughing their asses off at you. Okay? Seriously, I'm at the point where I am just simply freaking tired of the ignorance. Get a freaking education for once. Oh, wait. I forgot. Oh, almost forgot. You did get an education in your liberal Marxist socialist college, and you were indoctrinated with all this left-wing bullcrap. Yeah, okay. Oh my God. I'm absolutely done, folks. I'm done with the ignorant people that think that they got everything under control. I'm done with the ignorant people who think that Hillary Clinton is the freaking savior of the freaking world and all of that. I am done with the opposition. And I said that a couple of weeks ago in a podcast that I did. But I mean, I'm serious, man. Close the door on these dumbasses and let them fend for themselves and kill each other. Because I guarantee you that plague upon society is not going to go well. Or end well, actually. I got friends from every walk of life. They're black, they're Latino, they're gay, they're straight, every walk of life. You name it, guess what? We disagree on some things, but at the end of the day, we can still buy each other lunch and be each other's friend. But these dumbasses protesting out in front of Trump Tower and in San Francisco and in Oakland, these people are just dumber than a box of freaking rocks. I'll pick up that box and throw the rocks at them. You know what I'm saying? Because these people are just stupid. Let me remind you, you're being played. All right? I make no apologies, folks. None whatsoever. None. And why should I? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. I get on a tear and I don't get to the news. You know? It's just that way. Mainstream media blames white lash for Trump's victory. More butthurt from globalist-controlled left. Report, globalists in despair at Trump victory. How will the globalists counter-strike Trump's victory? They won't. They won't. Because they know the numbers are against them, folks. Here's something else. Oh, my God. If that piece of crap Katy Perry isn't enough, Medialite says this. It was posted today, the 10th of November, 2016. Somebody on Twitter says this. People have to die. Anti-Trump protester calls for violence on CNN. Quote, there will be casualties on both sides. There will be because people have to die to make the change in this world, unquote. Now, let me go on. During the massive anti-Donald Trump protest held in California the day after the election, after Election Day, one woman CNN spoke to called for violence and death as a means to enact political change. Look this up, folks. Mao Zedong. Look that up. Mao. Go look up M-A-O. Mao Zedong. Quote, if we don't fight, who's going to fight for us? People had to die for our freedom where we're at today. We can't just do rallies. We have to fight back, unquote, said Lily, a Latina woman in Los Angeles. Quote, there will be casualties on both sides. It would be because people have to die to make a change in this world. And she continues and says, Trump, enough with your racism. Stop splitting families. Don't split my family, unquote. By the way, there's a video which I am going to post. I'm going to post the whole thing, actually. To tell you the truth, I'm going to post the whole thing. I'll put this on American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. And I'm going to start using, in a week or so, I'm going to start using Google Plus too. Even though my show does automatically go to Google Plus, I am going to put it on there. God help us all. You know, I very well versed in the Old Testament and how creation happened. And also when God wiped out, in the mythos of the creation destruction of the world of that time. God wiped out a whole batch of people. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because they were stupid. They were absolutely corrupt, inside and out. They were devious. They were, you name it, they were it. Am I perfect? Oh, hell no. I'm not perfect. Is Donald Trump perfect? No, no one's perfect. No one is perfect. And Christians, just, sit back, relax. Don't get your, yeah, just sit back, relax. Let me tell you something. I never look at something and just take it for face value. Mama didn't raise no fool, and Grandma taught me better. And I dig, and I look, and I examine, and I research, and I investigate, and I do all that. Let me tell you something. There's somebody out there right now, and I'm going to promote his show right now. There's somebody out there right now who on Fridays at Evangel University has a talk show. And I guarantee you this dude knows what he's talking about as well. And he's 19. And his name is John Christopher Collins. He goes by J-Man. So go to Evangel University, their website, and look under the radio show. And if you can't find it there, just go to John Christopher Collins on Facebook. And it should be there as well, the link to his shows. But he knows. And you know what? For me, I speak for me right now, and that is, I'm just learning as well something new every day, which is good for me. And most of you Christians out there will say, well, we'll just pray for you and hope that, get your soul saved. And no, I'm very secure in my spirituality. I don't need you to dictate to me that I have to get saved for any reason, okay? I'm very secure in my spirituality, okay? And it is what I want to say to my Christian friends. It is apparent to me. Now, I could be wrong, and I may have overlooked something. But it's apparent to me that you obviously have absolutely no clue what is going on. You're just reacting to everyone else. Hello? Can you say mob mentality? This is the same type of mentality that people have when their basketball team either wins or loses, or their football team. So think about this, folks. When you look at the very nature of the human being themselves, what is the one thing that you can take away in a positive way? What is that one positive thing that you can take away from that person and say, you know what? Not half bad. I don't care what color skin you have. I don't care what nationality you are. As long as you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. As long as you don't try to kill me, I'm not going to, have to defend myself against that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what your sexuality is. It doesn't really matter. You can classify yourself as androgynous and asexual. It doesn't really matter to me. You know why? Because I look at your face, I look at your eyes, and I see a human being. That's what I see. So you can say whatever you want. So you Christians out there need to wake the hell up. Because for the 20 years that I spent in church, 20 years, folks, for the 20 years that I spent in various, two specific churches in Stockton, California, but various churches along the way, I learned one gleaming, obvious thing. You guys are the most intolerant people on the face of the planet. You have absolutely no patience and no tolerance to think of, that I know of, that I've seen myself personally. Hey, I could be wrong. But you want to wipe out the gay communities. You want to wipe out drugs. You want to wipe out all of this, but you're sitting there and you're getting religiously militant over it. And most of you are cowards, and that's why you go into your prayer closets and pray for these people and cry unto the Lord and all this. I get it. I understand. I know it. I've been there. Hello. I've been right where you're at. But I found something else that you people, you Christians that call yourself Christians, that identify as Christians, there's something else that you guys don't have. It's totally void of anything that you do, and that is respect. You have absolutely no respect for anybody else, for anything that anybody else does. That's outside of your personal or your religious little community. You don't. You don't have any respect. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm a clairvoyant medium. I do this stuff. I've done that for over 30 years. And you can call it a tool of the devil, but everyone has it. So Christians, as a side note, let me ask you this question. What's the difference between me and your pastor sitting up there getting a word of wisdom? Nothing. It's coming from the same energy in the universe. You just labeled it as God. I label it as energy in the universe. I can go into that in another podcast, but so at the end of this podcast, I'm going to say this. I love you all, Christians. I'm just, I'm a little disappointed. No. I'm a lot disappointed with the Christians in this nation because they are intolerant and disrespectful. And I label you exactly what I said before. You are just like the Islamic jihadists that want Sharia law in the United States. So what are you going to do about that, Mr. and Mrs. Christian? Huh? You going to sit there and let them do that? Well, if it's God's will. Yeah, like you're in God's head and you know his will. And about that, going back to what I said just a second ago, if you get the unction, you've heard that word, to just, if you get that feeling like, oh my God, it's the same thing I get, folks. Okay? You just label it differently than I do. Love you, but a little disappointed in you, okay? Just a tad, just a wee bit, okay? I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I'm completely disappointed in the Christian community in the United States. Okay? So, there you go. Do I have any regrets? No, because I've learned something new every day, and guess what? If I've learned something, why do I regret it? Interesting, huh? So you go and pray for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You go into your little prayer closets. You scream and yell and cry and do all that. Go ahead. Go do that. That's fine. Just stay there because, let the adults, take care of the things, okay, that we have to take care of. You guys just go and, lock yourselves up in your little sanctuaries and just, play your little games because, there's a real world out here that needs your interaction. And if you're, intolerant and disrespectful, yeah, that's not going to work out too well for you, is it? I'm very harsh. I make no apologies. But I love you. I care about people, and that's why I say what I say. Tough love? I don't know. But I hope it, I hope you, understand what I'm saying. So anyway, oh, God. Can we just, go on now? I was going to go into overdrive, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to get out of here, folks. I got, I had some other things I wanted to talk about, some more headlines that I wanted to share, and some more articles I wanted to read to you, but next time, tomorrow. So, so we'll go from there. How's that? So anyway, folks, remember, man, if I got an advertising special going on, so if you want to advertise on the network, you can. Go to AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. That's my email address if you have any questions. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. Go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Go to the sponsors page, and all the information is right there. And that special is good till January 1st. So, hang in there, get in now, and, we'll go from there. So thank you very much. At least consider contributing to the American Liberty Radio Network in whatever way that you can. I do appreciate that. So we're upgrading the studio, so, I'm going to need a little help for that. So just consider that. Thank you very much. Folks, got to get out of here. Remember, American Liberty Radio on Spreaker.com. Host a show there. Go check it out. Spreaker.com. Also, you can go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com. And folks, American Liberty Radio on Spreaker.com, sharing the truth one fact at a time, without all the BS.